Things are changing. If you teleported someone from 10 years ago to today, their first impression would be that not much has changed. Phones got bigger, prices went higher, and GTA 6 still hasn't come out yet. But us who have actually lived through that period though, we know the truth. We know nothing is the same. A couple years ago, hip-hop was the biggest genre in the world. Now it's dead. Just yesterday, everyone was holding their tongue and staying PC. Now, nobody cares. Today I want to answer the question on everyone's mind. What the fuck happened? These are the 5 stages of a culture shift.
Stage 1. Beginning.
Welcome to the year 2014. We're here at the tail end of Obama's presidency. V-necks are cool, Instagram filters and Vine videos are at their
Hot take 2014 might be a contender for 2016. Might be a contender. I fuck with this era personally like heavy. And because I was really young, but at the time, bro, it just seemed so lit, bro. Like, seeing people, damn, your uncle, yes. Bro, nigga, I was young, but, nigga, I remember watching them vines of King Batch. Damn, your, like, come on, all right. I watched King Batch, who was it? Jerry Perp Drink, niggas like that. Y'all niggas is jits, bro. Y'all don't even know. Y'all miss out on everything. I have a feeling Glory's secretly 30. All right. It fucking matter. This is not even... All right, bro. But my point is, though, that shit was a great time. Wonderful time. Wonderful time to be alive. I was a little nigga, but all I know is I did want to be Vine famous back then. Heavily. Like, I don't know. It was a crazy time. Oh, well, never mind. I'll save it for the rest of the video.
Got him!
My name is Jeff.
Everyone is doing the Ice Bucket Challenge, and Happy by Pharrell Williams is the biggest song on the planet. The general vibe is, well, kinda joyful.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof.
Yeah, you guys remember that? I mean, if Happy dropped...
I hated that song. I hated that song with all my guts. Like, OD bad. I hated it when it dropped. I hated it when they forced it down niggas' throats. You love that song? Man, that song was like, it felt like unauthentic, like inauthentic. Either one, I don't know. Shit just didn't feel right in my soul. Like they used to play that on the intercom back when I used to live in what part of Georgia I was living in. I think I was in Macon at the time. Yeah, I was a young nigga, and they played that on the intercom, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Dog water though, dog water. But I fuck with Pharrell though. I fuck with Pharrell.
It would flop diabolically, become a TikTok meme, and get categorized as coworker music all within a 48-hour window. Things wouldn't stay like this for long though, as behind all the corny enthusiasm in the pop sphere, change was coming.
In the most unexpected form.
Wait, what is this video? It's about great culture shift.
Hip-hop had at one point been a massively successful and influential genre. By the time 2014 rolled around though, it seemed like those days were long gone and that the once giant cultural force was on its last legs. Some may have disagreed, but the charts certainly seem to point in that direction, as 2014 statistically marked the lowest presence the genre had had on there in a long time. Mainstream hip-hop was dead, and the genre needed a spark, a wave that would pull it back up to the center of everyone's attention. In another corner of society, though, that was already happening.
There is growing outrage tonight after an unarmed African-American teenager was shot and killed by police in the St. Louis suburb of Ferguson, Missouri.
Leading up to 2015, several disconnected examples of inequality had managed to...
I ain't gonna cap. Well, nigga yawning. Oh my god, no. Bro, if bro, it's okay. Y'all, bro, if y'all bored, bro, it's alright. I wanted to watch this for my own personal shit. So I just kind of like, I wanted my niggas to watch it with me, bro. Happy Black History Month. Now niggas alright. Now, alright. Now niggas not bored no more. But, what I was gonna say, I don't even remember 2015, though. 2015, I can't even tell you what happened. I remember, y'all don't know, but this was like prime Atlanta time, though. That was like, I feel like that was like Migos, Rich Homie Quan, and Young Thug and stuff like that. But niggas don't know about that. That's personal shit.
Over from online virality to nationwide outrage.
They're mad. I'm mad. We should all be mad, man. We should all be angry because of what's going on right now.
We are asking for games to be more inclusive. We're asking for games to acknowledge that we exist and that we love games.
With the rise of social media, there was a growing feeling that everyday people now had the power to make an actual change. Nobody really knew what.
Thankful for BBC No Pause. Pause on my end. That's crazy. That's crazy clips. All right.
Time, but this was only the beginning of something much greater. In stage 1, the seed is planted, a foundational idea is shared amongst the collective. The vibes are in the air, okay? And now it's up for people to grab them and make them into something real. Most movements stop here, but every so often, they move into
Stage 2. Rise.
Seeing the stale atmosphere hip-hop's veterans had left behind, the new generation decided to try something different.
I ain't trying to pause too much. That nigga Flo Rida had the world on lock, bro. See, I'm a music head, bro. I study all these niggas, bro. Even if I like didn't know some of these folks, bro, I went back and listened to a lot of niggas. I was sipping drink. It was hard to stop, bro. Yeah, that nigga. Whenever I went to Florida, though, that's when I heard him. That was the only time on Pandora. Damn, I forgot about Pandora. Shit.
Hold up, Thug wanna play some new shit.
You could hear their music online, mainly on SoundCloud and YouTube. They just put all their focus into energy, swag, and melodies. They were seen as a joke, okay?
All these niggas back when I was a young nigga had this shit on lock. This was the whole, all these niggas he just showed, bro, like, that was the swag, bro, for the longest. Still is, kinda, though. It really ain't go nowhere. Like, stuff changed, of course, but, like, niggas really redo stuff again. 27. I am nowhere near 27. It's alright. It doesn't matter, bro. Fuck it.
People didn't take them seriously, so they didn't see it coming. But over time, these artistic choices would form into a distinctive sound and aesthetic in the underground. And soon enough, with nothing happening in the mainstream, these fresh ideas would begin rapidly gaining traction. By the time 2016 rolled around, SoundCloud artists were blowing up overnight.
Water, water.
But these two niggas took over my playlist. These two niggas, I'ma stop pausing though. I need to stop pausing. These two niggas had my playlist on lock, bro. Swear they did, bro. And it was like, I remember the time where niggas kept trying to figure out who's better, Yachty. I ain't gonna cap. I used to think Yachty was the one. And he's still fine, but nah, I ain't gonna cap. Uzi just went crazy. Like, I remember he just went on a crazy run. But yeah, these were good times, bro. This shit got me kind of reminiscing. I hate that. Hate thinking about the past.
All of a sudden, hip-hop is cool again, and everyone is talking about it.
I know these old hip-hop heads is big.
Oh, like Joe Budden? I know you watching this shit like.
Put up on your bitch, she suck my dick, and then you kissed the twin.
That's the worst freestyles I ever heard in my life.
Memes, debates, and micro trends are at an all-time high.
I just read about this kid who spent 15 hours saying Gucci Gang.
The new wave is coming, and everyone can feel it too. It's 2016, the year most Gen Zers talk about like it was the last time they felt happiness. And I'm Gen Z, and they're absolutely right. That shit was just different, I'm sorry. Like, you put your Yeezys on, grab your hoverboard, go out in the street, open the Pokemon Go app, you go online and there's like a new Vine trend.
Bro, I never got to play the Pokemon Go shit. I was way too young. I just watched like 200 cartel vids. The fuck? Bro, you be tripping, Dylan. I do not want to go outside. Bro. But Pokemon Go was the wave. Pokemon Go was the wave. I remember that shit, like, bro. I just remember the I don't know if it was old YouTubers or Viners, but like them niggas would show like where they would be at, and then they'll brag, like they'll be capping every time out. They caught a Charizard or some shit, a rare Pokemon. I don't even know Pokemon, but I would have fucked with it at the time, bro, for sure.
Daniel, back at it again with the white van.
Damn Daniel, Mannequin Challenge, Running Man, Juju on that beat. No real worries, just Harambe, killer clowns, and the 73-9 Warriors. Like, compare that shit to now. All these new generations have is
6'7", 6'7".
What you know about the dab? Young Buck? The fuck? You wish you were Unc. You wish you were Unc.
Facts. Niggas don't even know the dab. That's crazy. Bro. Time flies by, bro. It does, bro. And that shit really sad, bro. I don't even like think about that shit for real, bro. Cause it's like, I don't know. It's crazy. Wait. What the fuck? Hold up. Where's my... You know what? I don't even care. I'm on YouTube right now. Alright.
Back into the real world, and things are heating up. As Trump gets elected president, more and more people start feeling a responsibility to stand up and finally say something. At this point in time, the outrage we saw at the start of the decade started becoming more and more frequent. As useless as that sounds, they actually made a difference. The Me Too movement exposed high-profile predators and sent a lot of them to jail. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Weinstein, and
Kevin Spacey
all get packed up. It's over with. The internet finally made people answer for their shitty past.
Colin Kaepernick sitting down, he said, to take a stand against the growing number of unarmed black men killed by police and racial injustice in general.
We just got out of a long-term relationship with a very boring but sensible person, and now we're dating a whore.
Thousands of Americans enraged by the man voted into office by millions of other Americans.
Fake hair, she's racist, she's always lying, we don't...
I just realized that's Joe Rogan. I didn't even know that nigga did stand-up. That's crazy. I wonder if that nigga don't even seem like a funny type of guy. Nigga seem like, I don't know, he not overly serious, but I don't know, I wouldn't take him for no comedian or nothing like that. Let me see, I'm gonna look that shit up after this. Your next generation voting, I believe, please pay attention right now. I ain't even gonna get into all that.
You don't have an option. You have to stand up, speak up, act up.
On Hollywood's biggest night, it was activism that took center stage.
So I'm hyperventilating a little bit. If I fall over, pick me up because I've got some things to say.
Our voices joining together in a mighty chorus that is finally saying, time's up.
We put up monuments for the feminists. Tell the NRA they in God's way.
As we moved closer to the end of the decade, those who never had a voice increasingly started banding together, and seeing the positive effects their actions could now have, thought to themselves, maybe we can actually do this.
Stage 2 occurs when all those people who shared a common idea in Stage 1 start linking up, connecting, and building towards a common goal. The new wave is in full effect and ascending rapidly into
Stage 3. Peak.
Stage 3 marks the peak of the movement's popularity as the average Joe comes to discover what all the fuss is about. The thing, whatever it is, then becomes increasingly commercial and accessible for mass consumption. At this point, your alcoholic uncle will bring up Thing at a family gathering.
The problem they have is that I don't give a fuck. They don't cancel me, I cancel them.
Your parents ask you.
I hate that word. I hate that's even a thing, bro. Like, Glory, how was your birthday? Very, very good, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I didn't do nothing on it, but like this time I wasn't fucking depressed or sad. I'll be honest. Usually I'm in my, like, if I'm not out somewhere in my room, I'm doing something, like, I always, like, I'll probably do something and then I go somewhere and I just think, do you need a hug? Something? I'm straight. I do go places and I'll just be like, fuck it. I'll be in the city and I'll just go somewhere and I'll just think, I'll be like, fuck, I'm getting older. But now, I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just happy to be here. We all just living at this point. But yeah, I liked it. It was cool. It was nice.
Thing. SNL makes an awkward skit on Thing, which will make you slightly uncomfortable.
Oh, but I'm tripping. What I was trying to say was that cancel shit is lame. I mean, I get it for people who trip, like, people who do too damn much. Like, there's niggas on the internet that do way too much. Like, they don't have no respect for people. They say crazy shit. Like, they go too far. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it's a lot of sensitive folks too, bro. It's so many sensitive folks, bro. And the way I was raised, bro, like, my people, like, we not sensitive, bro. Like, I done been around people who make harsh jokes, like crazy shit, like shit that probably would make people be tripping out, bro. But, like, I don't know. It's not the same. I do get it's not the same for the world, so yeah.
And chuckle one time.
My man said, yeet, yeet.
Hey, who the fuck watches this shit?
And even though this seemed like the natural trajectory of both movements, nothing could possibly prepare people for what was about to come.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. We are going to begin right now with breaking news because the World Health Organization has declared the coronavirus outbreak a pandemic.
COVID just hit.
Hate this shit. I hate that word. I don't like nothing about it. I don't like that time. That whole time was just lame. I mean, it was cool because, like, at the time I get to be inside, kick it with my partners, be on the game, but horrible time, bro. Everybody just was weird. That created what we got going on. Like, the trickle effects of what we got going on is from this. Stupid. I really hated that. Like, I feel like that's why niggas, like, can experience life like before. Like I said, when I talked about Vine and niggas being in LA and stuff like that, like, I feel like if we were, I don't know, like, the new adults and people like that could have experienced life like that, bro, it would have been way better. Now it's just kind of like, everything's weird and shit like that. Like, even though people say it's bad normal, I don't know, it's a lot of shit that's just not right.
Everyone's inside and scared, but I'm not gonna lie, I was happy as fuck. You're telling me I don't have to go to school and I can spend the entire day doom scrolling? Bro, sign me up.
It has to come from the same virus to be in the same family. Viruses come in families. Stop touching niggas with your hands.
This was the era of face masks, Zoom meetings, Among Us sessions, and TikTok videos.
And I'm in the house bored in the house, and I'm in the house bored.
And to make matters worse, nearly a decade of protests culminated in the explosion that was the murder of George Floyd.
Hands up, don't shoot!
Riots and protests engulfed the entire country for several months, while the issue of social justice became unavoidable and omnipresent.
I don't want to ever speak politics and stuff like that because I don't want to ever get into that side of YouTube or whatever my algorithm becomes. I don't know. I don't want to be in that. But one thing I will say was the way they transformed something that was kind of like a big impact that could have been like into something profitable and just a whole bunch of mess scams in between it was fucked up. Like, I ain't gonna lie. And to this day, I don't know, it's just very strange. Very strange. I'm hella political, and I will tell you that's the reason I don't talk to my family. I mean, I got my takes on things, but I don't really, like, feel the need to voice them when it's, like, unless it's something I feel like is going to make a really difference, like a real difference. I think a lot of people got opinions, but I stay out of the way because a lot of people are ignorant, and it's like, it was deep to you. I feel that, but I don't know. I can't tell nobody how to feel, but it's just like I say my favorite color red, and everybody else's favorite color is blue. If I know why I like red and everything, I can explain it to them, but certain people do not want to hear that. Like, they already on the side of blue. You get what I'm saying? If that makes sense. I don't know.
The Black Lives Matter movement has unleashed a wave of protests against racism worldwide.
If you've exhausted every option of peaceful protest for decades, and the prosecution of police still hasn't changed, what would you do?
Protest is pretty fucking amazing. They seem to be dedicated to change in a way that I can't remember anything like this in my life.
The state of pop culture at this point showed us that racial awareness was mandatory, LGBTQ appreciation was necessary, and that social justice was cool.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility for every unchecked moment.
Next, in what is possibly my second favorite story this month, Netflix and Amazon Prime came together to fight homophobia.
Quote, an unnecessary gay character.
Sorry you've yet to realize that every gay person is very necessary.
700,000 likes.
We love gay people too!
And folks, tune into the radio to hear the #1 song in the country, Montero.
Lil Nas is gay. Oh, let me.
Bruh. All this is bringing back memories in my head, bro. Like, you know, sometimes, bro, like, fuck all this. I feel like we in a Black Mirror episode. Like, we are transforming into a Black Mirror episode, bro. Like, that's the thing, bro. Like, this shit's not real, bro. Like I said, like, I go back to being passionate about red or something like that. Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Certain shit matters. Don't get fucked up. I'm not gonna say nothing matters, but like, people are thorough, bro. Like, people don't care. Like, some of these people who did those vids and shit they just showed did it because it was a moment. You know what I'm saying? They knew it would make them look good, all that stuff. That's why I like, me personally, I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. Your opinion matters. I like to think so, but niggas don't care, bro. I think, like, they do when it's not the opinion of people. Like, if I like some shit that everybody else don't fuck with, bro, you know what I'm saying? That's where that cancel stuff come from. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's weird, bro. It's very weird, bro. It's not even a crazy topic, but it's weird, bro.
Bro, what? I gotta edit that out. Okay, Dad, you look like you homophobic.
No, I'm not homophobic.
Girl boss main leads dominated TV.
This is how I use Grammarly as a medical student. I use Grammarly's AI chat to brainstorm. It gives me prompts and starting ideas in a second.
I belong to no one.
I identify as non-binary.
There's a really long history.
You know, I ain't gonna say that.
Black people not being treated fairly in this country. It has to stop.
Quinn has gender dysphoria. Her assigned gender is not the one she identifies with.
I will no longer allow an unchecked moment. I will no longer allow racist, hurtful words, jokes, stereotypes, no matter how big or small, to be uttered in my presence.
Moral purity became everything, Okay, how much do you care? How good of a person are you? Those were the main questions of the COVID era. At the same time that social justice issues were reaching their zenith, hip-hop was also peaking. Coasting off the momentum of the SoundCloud wave, the entire genre had embraced a homogenous trap aesthetic. But not without reason. I mean, it worked, and it didn't stop working. It was the sound of pop charts and pop culture. Every commercial had a trap beat in the background. Labels started mass-producing industry plans to capitalize on the goldmine that mainstream rap had become. Nav was selling 130K first week. What are we talking about? At this
I remember that.
point, hip-hop was the biggest genre of music in the world, becoming bigger than it had ever been. Even larger-than-life pop stars were desperate to jump on the wave. Ariana Grande had a whole era where she just spray painted her skin brown.
I'm like, bitch, that's my cookie, that's my juice, okay? Carry on.
Talked strictly in awe.
This is the Mac I'm here to talk about today, girl. Come on. Kill me, get your ass in here.
Bro, you know what's funny, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I think everybody has a black phase, bro. Like, I'm talking about all the other races, bro. I've been around everybody, bro. If it's not white people wanting to be black for a minute, bro, like, or like, you know, do certain things blackish, no. Everybody, but they love to indulge, bro. I don't care. They can fake it. Well, everybody has like somewhat of a phase where, I don't know. I've been around everybody, bro. Hispanics especially. Everybody, bro. They all do, bro. They just like, they'll brush it off real fast and act like it never existed, it happened and shit. Like, especially like these people that be on display. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, she probably would never address this stuff ever again. But they really, you know what I'm saying? Niggas love us, bro. Niggas do, bro.
Come on, girl.
This is actually real. Like, her fans call it the Blackiana era. In just a couple of years' time, both of these movements had managed to conquer the world. And now, having been rewarded with great success, the founders are no longer focused on innovating. Instead, their primary goal is to maintain their status, polishing the ideas that had worked so well for them in the past. Meet Drake. It's the end of 2021 and he's the biggest rapper in the world. Larger than life and in complete control of hip-hop. It hadn't always been this way though. Once upon a time, he was just an awkward, geeky kid who stuck out like a sore thumb amongst his rapper peers.
I just want to make music that people enjoy, you know?
While on radio, young Drake might have been a rising star and hitmaker, amongst the hip-hop community, he was a laughing stock.
I don't like anything about Drake. Mom, I don't like his voice. I don't like what he talks about. I don't
I be trying to tell his face.
I don't like the way he walks, like nothing.
Bruh, I remember this too. One thing I would say, bro, is that I don't get why niggas didn't like Drake, bro. Like, I'm a nigga, I grew up on all, well, see, I got, my palate is wide, bro. Like, I'm very open-minded to a lot of shit. Most shit. And, I don't know. The nigga made all type of songs, though. Excuse me. He made everything. Like, yeah, he started off sad, but see, I get it. Cause niggas, he like a light skinned nigga, whatever like that. He was in his feelings a lot, but, yeah, like I don't get it. Appreciate it, thank you. But yeah, I don't know. He never really, he showed nothing but love to a lot of these niggas, bro. But I get it though, like a soft nigga kind of taking up the hardcore space, cause rap is more like supposed to be hardcore, like niggas be on it, but like. I don't know, he did everything to me, bro.
An emotional pussy who talked about women and feelings too much.
He's so emotional, man. When did rap become that? He'll just make a song that's just like, oh, I'm crying.
From that point on, Drake did everything in his power to dominate the rap game, secretly hoping he could change the mind of all those bullies who didn't let him in at the start of the decade. It took a lot of work, a lot of dedication, and a lot of great music. Fast forward to 2021, and Drake had gotten exactly what he was asking for.
Are we really glazing Drake? Drake dick sucking. I mean, pause. Y'all ain't gonna try me like that. First off, I won't discredit Drake. I'm gonna be honest, cause I think Drake, he did a lot of shit, bro. Like, I won't discredit that nigga. Like, musically, that nigga did everything, damn near. Like I ain't saying he like the most versatile when it comes to voice, vocals, and shit like that, but he did everything, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's still songs that I fuck with heavy. Like, and then I could attach them to memories, good memories in my life. So I don't really think people like to downplay him, because I think every time a nigga get too famous, bro, they like to downplay him. Like, I don't know what it is about it, bro. When you become too mainstream, like that's the same with like niggas like Kai or whatever like that. Everybody be like, you really fuck with bro? You really fuck with bro? But like whole time it's like, bro, come on, bro. It's just easy. It's easier. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't my favorite though, right? But he's still up there. I still fuck with him heavy though.
His vulnerable and emotional approach had completely changed the foundation of the rap game and was finally accepted as normal. Drake was now not only the undisputed king of the biggest music genre in the world, but also well respected in almost every corner of its culture, even managing to convince some of his street credibility. Aubrey didn't want to change things anymore. Aubrey wanted things to stay the same. Nothing lasts forever. People always seem to forget that. Where there once was a purpose, now isn't anymore. People get cocky, arrogant, and start abusing their power just because they can.
Honestly, if you guys want to look in my eyes, you guys want to do something? That's what I thought. No, that's what I thought.
In a figurative sense, this is the point where the victim becomes the bully, perpetuating the cycle of abuse that was responsible for the start of the movement in the first place.
I have to come to the conclusion that inherently, IShowSpeed is just a piece of shit. I don't see any way someone like this can turn around and redeem themselves and be able to make up for all the disgusting shit that they've done and said and influenced for people.
As a guy with a platform, I can't imagine posting anything like that.
Bankrupt them, put them out of business, deplatform them, like actually take them out financially.
They feel untouchable and unbeatable.
I'm not gonna lie, how much minutes left? I don't think it's too long. It's probably like, I don't know, what is this? Damn, probably a few more minutes. I might not finish it. I'm gonna finish the video because I'm recording for YouTube. But what was I gonna say? This is what I imagine every time somebody want to cancel somebody. Like I imagine niggas that not even just look like this, just talking like this, bro. Like it's so soft to me, bro. Like, bro, I don't even be thinking they real people. I think it be bots sometimes, bro. I just think it's so easy to create a narrative about how we gotta get somebody out of here, bro. But people don't even be perfect themselves. There's a lot of folks that be on some other shit. Like, it's weird, bro. It's very weird, bro.
That their run will last forever.
I want nothing to do with you, and I won't think twice about it, because you're not worth keeping around.
This exact moment marks the beginning of the end.
And now, we take a short break from our program to learn the art of performative progressivism. Brought to you by Mint Mobile.
Welcome to today's video clip, how to be a performative good guy. You want status, you want reputation, and you want status. Okay, so for this strat, you're gonna need 3 things, okay? Twitter account, one of these glasses.
Wait, can I share? Here. Say it. Say ah. You gotta say ah first. Hold up. I gotta do the airplane. Num. Niggas are weird. Alright.
And these are very important, okay? Specifically this shape. It has to be this shape. It has to be this shape. These glasses say you're harmless, you care about women, and you care about social activism. The very important step for this, okay? These glasses tell people you're an intellectual. All that's left now is the 3rd step, which is getting an internet connection. Now you're gonna wanna get yourself a Mint Mobile plan because they sponsor this video. Now remember, we're only gonna...
Wait, I'm slow as fuck. This nigga been doing an ad the whole time, bro. All right, bro. All right, wait.
This is all about you. Mint Mobile runs on the largest. Don't worry, okay?
God damn. Wait.
Stage 4. Decline.
This is where we are, canceling food. Last week they canceled Uncle Ben's rice. No beans, no rice. Trump doesn't even need to build a wall.
We're now beginning week 2 of the left's all-out attack on Joe Rogan.
The liberal mom's lashing out at Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney, calling her racist after she posted photos from her mom's 60th birthday party.
As we started getting deeper into the 20s, the dominance of wokeness in the mainstream and the aggressive tactics it used in eliminating its detractors sparked massive outrage on the other side of the political aisle. There was a growing rage from those who felt left out and ironically oppressed in popular culture. Zuckerberg became a red pill frat bro at 40 years old. Elon Musk buying X and making it a safe haven for the ostracized and the canceled.
Like wokeness basically wants to make comedy illegal, which is not.
You know what I found out about this nigga, bro? And I don't even want to talk too crazy, cause I don't even fuck with Elon Musk. Shout out Elon Musk, but this nigga didn't even invent nothing. From what I heard, I don't think he invented nothing, or at least the stuff that's out now. Like, nigga just pay people. He just pay people and stamp his name on it. I mean, it's smart. I mean, shit, he building like crazy. He getting crazy shit built, but I was like, damn, I thought this nigga was like a genius or something like that. But hey, man, shout out Elon.
Podcasts become the home of anti-wokeness, with most comedians.
Wait, you could see me being a billionaire? I appreciate that. Appreciate that heavy. If I was ever a billionaire though, just know something ain't right. I don't feel right being a billionaire. Like, as much as I would like, you know, be able to be straight. I see my goal is to be like well off to where I know, all right, a few generations of family will be straight. Probably like, I don't know if I could say probably like at least 1 or 2 shit. I don't know. But I feel like once you pushing billionaire shit, like you damn near gotta be, if not evil, you somewhat fuck, what word am I saying, nigga? You tethering that line. Like, it's not, I don't know. No one man should have $1 billion, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. I don't care. Cause there's just too many starving people, too many homeless folks, all type of shit. It's crazy shit going on, bro. People gotta eat, bro. People gotta eat, bro.
Millions of views while professing their hate for the social justice movement. Along with them, their audience started rapidly moving in the opposite direction. They too would be canceled and deplatformed, but the sentiment still didn't go away. Woke culture now had an enemy, which was climbing rapidly up the ranks. Things slowly start to get ugly as stage 4 unravels.
I really think this is Drake's lowest point yet in terms of level of effort. He really put almost nothing into this record.
People get fat, washed up, and lazy, completely losing their ability to stick together, innovate, or adapt to any new obstacles. At this point, the movement becomes so normalized in the mainstream that it loses its ability to challenge. The once fresh and lively cultural movement is reduced to a cheap trend, an emblem to be worn rather than a piece of resistance.
What the fuck he just do? Hold up. This is crazy. I remember they would it was another clip of some kids in school or some other white kids in school. They was like vibing to the jump. Yeah, they love Carnival, bro. Carnival's so good. Carnival, yeah, that whole song was hard, bro. But that shit, like, they ruined it. Like, they ruined that bit. But I feel that song still, bro. That shit, yeah. But that was a classic for these little white kids though, for sure.
The once fresh and lively cultural movement is reduced to a cheap trend, an emblem to be worn rather than a piece of resistance that demands reflection and action. The social justice movement went from rallying people towards a common goal to pointless exercises of power, over celebrities and athletes who didn't pass the moral purity test. The moral standards would only go higher and higher as time went by, until even the people inside the movement couldn't live up to them anymore. At that point, the focus turned inward, and the progressive sphere started devouring itself from the inside out.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the...
Word to my mother, I really got the Joe Biden pinatas on deck.
People moved past COVID like it never happened and went right back outside. Y2K aesthetic dominates everything. Baggy pants are back in style. It's a new day where virality is more important than ever. Streamers have become the new celebrities. Yego's DEFCON 3.
You can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that.
Barbenheimer. Hip-hop is rapidly falling off both in quality and popularity. Nobody knows what to do. How do you stop stage 4 from happening? Well, the answer is simple. You don't. There's really only one thing you can do at this point. Speed up the inevitable.
Oh, so we're at the final stage now. Am I right? Ice Spice is such a baddie. Ice Spice do look nice. Turkish Quandale Dingle. What the fuck does that mean? Hold on, let me read it. What did niggas saying, bro? Oh, what would I do with $1 billion? Glad you asked me. $1 billion now. Damn, that's a lot of bread, bro. I wouldn't even know. I would hire somebody to tell me good things I could do with that bread. Yep. That'd be the first thing I do. I'll just hire somebody that'd be like, okay, I could do this and that. Like, I ain't gonna cap. I still want some bread for myself though. I'm gonna need at least. I'm trying to think, cause I do feel like a certain amount you still have a target on your back. Maybe leave me 100 mil, 200. You will pay someone to think for you. I'm saying like an accountant. You know, everybody knows. You know what I mean? Like an accountant, where they like divide it, do the math, and they know like, okay, this percentage would help, and actually like they know what foundations are good. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't know all that. I really don't know what you mean. All right, fuck. I don't know how else to explain it, bro. Like, I don't know.
For most rap fans, Kendrick Lamar was always everything Drake couldn't be. He was hailed as hip-hop's golden child right at the start of his mainstream run, quickly becoming the critic and fan favorite.
This is good hip-hop. This is positive hip-hop. This is the kind of hip-hop that we need, that's commenting on social issues.
It was the one section of the audience Drake could never win over, despite trying his hardest. See, unlike Aubrey, Kendrick's main strength wasn't getting on the radio. It was creating meticulous masterpieces, timeless bodies of work which set him apart from the rest of the rap game. He was the one people counted on to lead hip-hop into a brighter tomorrow. Even as the SoundCloud wave hit and melodic trap took over, he adapted, wrestling with Drake for the throne of hip-hop well into the 2010s. But then, he disappeared, and that allowed Drake to take the reins and lead the way as hip-hop's #1. Fast forward to 2023 and Drake is scoring his 14th #1 album while the genre is in a free fall, deteriorating into a dark pit of pathetic gimmicks and desperate.
Damn, what happened, bro? That was that little Mabu nigga. But I ain't gonna cap. One era of music that really died in front of our eyes was New York drill. You gonna sleep on here? Fine. Nice. Love y'all, bro. What I was gonna say was New York drill was like got played out. It got burnt out so fast, and I really think because a lot of niggas was like passing away, rest in peace. But yeah, that shit didn't last long at all, bro.
Fall, deteriorating into a dark pit of pathetic gimmicks and desperate trend chasers. Fans were increasingly unhappy, but the mainstream was still eating it up. Truthfully, this corrosive climate suited Drake. As the biggest rapper in the world and a notorious trend chaser himself, he stood only to gain from the lack of quality and depth the average listener had become accustomed to. Things couldn't go on this way. Something had to be done, and the Golden Child knew exactly what that was.
The king is back! Oh shit!
He's rapping! Motherfuck the big three. Nigga, it's just big me. Nigga,
That shit had the world pipe. I ain't gonna lie. Can you invest in YouTube Premium? Nigga, if y'all invest in me, shit, like, goddamn. How much is that? How much is that? I think I had it before. I think I just stopped paying. Yeah, I ain't gonna cut these ads off again on my damn nerves though. Glaze. Yeah, these niggas used to glaze that jump. You know damn well you never had it. Okay. Niggas just made it sound like it was impossible for me to have it. Okay, bet. But what I was gonna say was that they were glaze. Yeah, they went crazy, but Kendrick did snap, bro. I already knew he was gonna win, bro, cause he just like, that's how the nigga rap, bro. Like, he just always battle rap. He like in battle rap mode 90% of the time. The other time, this nigga doing all the regular shit, but 90% of the time, he always rapping, bro. Like, rapping extra hard. And I don't even get the battle. I never got the battle because these niggas, they aren't alike, bro. Like, Drake is a whole different lane to me, bro. But they kind of like, I guess, I don't know. It's just because they both like really popular, but in their own right. So I get why they went ahead. Battle this sword fight. All right.
Seriously, Kendrick? Wow. It's a lot of goofies with a check.
Kendrick's the best. Kendrick's the best rapper. Kendrick is I've always said Kendrick's my favorite.
Bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it.
I'm literally uploading Drake's diss right now. How do you have a response up before this even uploaded? Kendrick, relax!
Hey, he going crazy.
Kendrick,
right now.
chill!
Now we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck that.
I know this nigga Academics was heated, bro. I remember now, bro. I ain't gonna cap. Memories came back. This was funny. This was a funny time. I remember, bro. I forget where I was working, bro. And I was on break and I saw it. I was watching a lot of niggas' reactions, bro. That shit was heavy, bro. Shit was heavy. Just gobbling. These niggas is glazing, though. That shit wasn't. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Kendrick was snapping. But yeah, that shit, it was like the most interesting thing we had at that time. I can't really think of what else we had going on, but I think that was like the main thing. Like, niggas was waiting for something crazy like this to happen.
I can't take this. This is too much.
A rebellion, an uprising led to one of the biggest cultural events of the 2020s.
I hear you like I'm young. You bet like him go to Cell Block 1.
A rap battle in which Kendrick Lamar destroyed Drake, slaying the flag bearer of late-stage commercial trap, and finally saying what the culture was feeling out loud. Enough with the hollow, lazy, and unoriginal. We need music that's creative, deep, and inspired. Everybody had their fun, but now the party is over, and it's time for something real.
If you say you're voting for Trump, suddenly you're a Nazi, you're Hitler, you're garbage. Enough.
They just want no Trump, no matter what, and they're willing to gaslight themselves.
Hey, so remember all those anti-woke guys from earlier in the video? Yeah, they didn't go away. As a matter of fact, they only multiplied and grew stronger as the public sentiment shifted further and further away from social progressivism. It wasn't just a fleeting feeling. It was a burning hatred towards the status quo that required drastic change. A fire had been started, and no one was putting it out.
It is now official. CNN projects that Donald Trump has been elected president, defeating Vice President Kamala Harris and making a political comeback unlike any.
47th president of the United States.
Bro, this shit made me mad. I want to say certain shit, but I just can't, bro. I'm not even gonna go down that rabbit hole because I just believe in God, Jesus, bro. I feel like, bro, the whole shit, bro, like, cause it's stuff that goes on behind the scenes, and a lot of people are just faces. You get what I'm saying? So when people are like mad at certain people, bro, like it's kind of like, I ain't even gonna get into it, bro.
President's comeback.
I am going to admit I am a little surprised that they won so much.
It was finally official. We were now in
Stage 5. Death.
Here we are. It was just announced that for the first time in 35 years, hip-hop spent an entire week without a single song in the top 40 of the charts. The biggest trap releases of the year have all flopped diabolically, and even the average Joes are bored at this point.
Rap is cool and all, but it's getting outplayed, bro. It talk about hoes, money. It's the same topics, like every single
17 bodies last night, them all in the head. Ain't nobody catching.
Okay, I hope you get caught soon, my brother.
We know that your body's T. We know that you have good poom poom. We know that you
Stop playing rap for the most part, and honestly, I've come to realize it's probably the worst genre there is.
Stage 5 is where the movement becomes culturally irrelevant and a complete non-factor in the mainstream. Those from the movement may still try to recapture an old flame, a moment that got lost in time, but the people have already.
Bro, I'm so mad, bro. Like, I never really even, cause I fought with, it's a lot that dodge it, right? Rap is, I ain't gonna cap. My take all the time is I don't really fuck with new age rap for real. I can cut shit on, but like when I'm listening, I most of the time listening like the beats or how I would come on that bit, cause y'all, if y'all know, I make music too, and I don't know. It's more of like the vibe. I'm not listening because I fuck with some of these niggas, cause a lot of these niggas can't even rap. Like people don't rap for real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't really fuck with it. But I forgot my other take. I forgot.
Dawn. The old moves don't work anymore. The shots aren't falling, and the crowd is as quiet as a church mouse. The power has been completely stripped from its previous holders and put into the hands of people who were made to feel silenced, mocked, and left out before. The culture is theirs to shape now.
The liberal mob's lashing out at Euphoria star Sydney Sweeney, calling her racist after she posted photos from her mom's 60th birthday party.
My jeans are blue.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
White people shouldn't.
I remember that shit, bro. Why were they so mad about that shit? It's because she was saying she had good genes, like genetics. Bro, people find anything. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I live it, bro. I'm in a whole different headspace, bro. Like anybody who know me in real life, or niggas who know me who really be in chats and stuff like that. Like God forbid a girl's confident. Yeah, facts. Like even if that line was written for her, like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't understand why people like. That's another thing. People take people who are confident and who stand on what they believe in as in like disrespectful or dickheads. Like they not humble, they not, you know what I'm saying? But they always like this world's so backwards. They take everything as a target towards them. They be like, oh, you like that, nigga? You saying you don't like what I got going on? You don't like, you know what I'm saying? I hate that shit. I could really dissect a lot of this political and crazy shit. I just don't want to, bro. I don't want to get in that. That shit is a whole nother thing it's on, and people start coming, send death threats, and people be weird, bro. People be weird online, bro. So
Joke about genetic superiority. Since you are talking about this, I just wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that specifically.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
Miss Tan, genetics. I just got my color analysis back.
There is a cultural shift happening in the US. We're seeing a move away, even in these commercials that are so typically woke.
The zeitgeist showed it wasn't cool to be progressive or liberal anymore.
When you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people. and you equate that with danger.
Another human I would just deport immediately.
We are just so unbelievably fed up with the ghetto ratchet behavior, entitlement, the victimhood.
Platforms no longer care about political correctness. Corporations no longer celebrate Pride Month.
Google, no change. IBM, no change. Microsoft, no change.
Or any month, for that matter. It's like they never cared about anything. Wow. Interesting.
Even Starbucks roached out on the gays?
Country is taken over as the most popular genre of music.
You have been the light of the day. You are such a gift. You brought such light.
Look around you. Everything.
But every time I seen them two at that time, bro, I felt so fucking weird, bro. Like, my body just, like, get tingly, like, crawling. Like, I don't know. It's just, like, I feel like they fucking a hive mind or something. Like, somebody is, like, I don't know what they got. I never even, I can't even speak on it, bro.
Byproduct of what came before it. The overbearing need for social responsibility and pure morals of years past has now been replaced by a culture ready to eat up whatever seems authentic, no matter how shitty at its core. When something feels too clean, people crave mess. When everything's ironic, sincerity starts to look rebellious. Every era gives us ideas and moments that change the world as we know it. Then, we move on. The social justice movement didn't vanish, it dissolved. It was absorbed into the culture. The language changed, the expectations changed, and the boundaries moved. And once that happens, it stops feeling like a movement at all and just becomes the new normal. The past decade of hip-hop has been liberating. The genre doesn't take itself nearly as seriously anymore. The gender norms have been broken, and artists are free to bend their voices, their images, and their identities however they want. The demand for change has been met. The movement has served its purpose. Death is inevitable. Death is healthy. Nothing, no sound, no movement, no era can or should stay mainstream forever. Now that the people have made their money and the vultures have moved on, it's time for a reset. It's time to go back underground and come up with something new. The Kendrick-Drake beef wasn't just a rap moment. It was a reminder. Culture changes when someone chooses to change it. When people stand up and decide the old rules don't apply anymore. Every era ends the same way, with a spark, a fracture, a moment no one saw coming. And maybe, just maybe, we're closer to that moment than we think. But you want to see these two worlds collide? Watch this, okay?
I gotta give it up to bro. Shout out, bro. What's his name? His name is Dupli. Hold up, let me scroll down. Dupli. Nice. I'll give bro a like. I really fuck with that. I ain't gonna lie. He hit a lot of things on the nose. But one thing I will say that he kind of already said, but that's really all it is, bro, is that people, hold up, let me cause I'm also on Twitch right now. Let me see. People want real, but you can't be too real. If you too real, niggas got them, they start, you know what I'm saying? That's where you get cancel culture. That's where you get all these folks. People don't really, the thing is, people want real until it's too real. And what he said, like, people want authenticity. They get authenticity from, like, bad people, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we also in a time where, like, I think it's dying out now, but people like shock value. Like, people who are, like, almost too raw or too disrespectful. Like niggas that do, like, the looks match and the racist junk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Saying racist stuff, everything. Yo, stop. What do you mean stop? Well, I know I ain't saying nothing crazy, but yeah, that's really it though. I think that nigga hit it on the head, bro. I ain't really got much to say, bro. That was a good vid, bro. Hopefully though, everything reset in a good way though. I do want to see like where we go from here. Like, it may start with us as a community. King Glory, thank you.